All right, so we should be streaming now, so let's go ahead and start this.
I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens.
All right, mic check. All right, so sorry about that echo. Forgot about that part. Let's go in 3, 2, and a 1. So let's go 3, 2, 1. Bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is take 2. All right, so just give you a heads up. Of course, my name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to trade in the most simplistic way. You don't have to remember, different patterns, different candle patterns, it's too much stuff. It really is. My brain is like really, really simple. So I keep everything very, very simple. And I think that's why people do enjoy the show because, well, it's simple to remember. It's easy to remember. Now, the concepts may not be simple in the beginning, but the more you hear them, the easier it gets. But believe me, I have everything in the most simplistic form. I don't think you'll find anywhere else that breaks it down the way I break it down. You could, and if you do, let me know about it. I would love to do, check them out, see how they trade. That's one thing I strongly recommend everybody do is, watch other people. Oh, speaking about that. So I saw this earlier, and I normally look at this particular person just to show you what not to do. So on this particular person's live stream, they had this pattern, this bull pennant, but I think he called it a bull flag. But regardless, and I'm assuming he's using this as his leg, but this is just horrible. So be very careful with who you watch. But I do recommend you going and watching a lot of other people just to kind of see what they do, how they do it, how they explain it, the tools they use. And speaking about that, after we break down Bitcoin, we're going to look at Bitcoin from a fresh set of eyes. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any coins, please let me know. And that way we can get to it. Yes, guys, definitely smash the like. Definitely smash the likes. I do appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you so much, guys. Again, the rest of the week till Friday, we're going to go live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's very important. And then this weekend, I might go maybe 5 o'clock. Maybe I might even push it to 6. We'll see. Now, one thing that I do recommend, everybody go check out my buddy, Crypto Coin Mindset. It's going to be a pretty nice live stream later on tonight. And let's see here. It is a roundtable. I'm going to be a part of it. Army Piper from Piper Academy is going to be a part of it. We also have Crypto Billy. He's going to be a part of it. So this is a very, very important. So let me go ahead and put this in the chat. I strongly recommend everybody coming over here. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is going to get crazy. A lot of big names on this roundtable, and you don't want to miss it. You really don't. With that being said, let's look at Bitcoin. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. So for Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame, I love looking at the 1 hour time frame. Now, what I do for the VIP group is I'm on it. Not only that, but I have admins that are on it, and they're posting as far as Bitcoin updates, the dominance updates, amazing charts, crazy gains. Now, granted, not hopes and dreams, empty promises. Do we lose sometimes? Yes, of course. Do our stop losses get hit? Yes, of course. But we win way more than we lose. And that's one thing that I must stress, because everybody always talks about how great their group is, but never, you know, if they lose or anything like that. We lose, yeah. I mean, it's part of the game. We don't like talking about it, and especially people who have groups don't like talking about it because, well, most of them, they want to trick you into joining the group. Me, I let you know the truth. Hey, yeah, we win, we lose. All right. Win more than we lose, though, for sure. So here we were kind of updating that we had a bullish divergence, and at this moment it was possible bullish divergence because this could continue coming down, resulting in no longer divergence. And we're watching this. I'm updating the Bitcoin group saying, all right, you know, we have possible divergence. And then 3-4 hours later, sure enough, it did come up. And one thing that I was looking at when the price was coming down, notify the group, we have 3 levels, guys. We have 3 levels. We have the 9 SMA, which is the white. We have the red SMA, which is the 50 SMA, which is the red. And then we have our dotted trend line. Price was up here. And I mentioned, all right, guys, granted, I didn't say I told them, I told you, and I don't tell anybody, I let you know what I'm thinking. So my thought process was, this is our first level of a possible bounce area. If it breaks through, we have our second level of our possible bounce area, and then our third level. So our first level broke. I notified the group, and as soon as it happened, I get my alert went off, notified the group, and I said, all right, you know, hopefully we get a bounce here. Sure enough, we got a bounce. And then as it started coming down again, I mentioned to the group, I said, all right, we have a very high chance that it's not going to bounce the second time around. More than likely, it's going to hopefully bounce off of this trend line. Now, am I a genius? No. Do I know the future? No. Am I a multi-millionaire due to trading? No. Because this could have easily come down. It's just a probability that it might happen. And sure enough, it did go underneath this time, the 50 SMA, and then it bounced off of this trend line, which is great. We're moving up our stop losses on our active trades. And then of course, we started closing out some of our 50% of our positions when this started happening, because again, nobody knows what's going to happen. It could have easily come down. And then if this would have happened, you better believe all of our stop losses would have been hit. Yeah. Now, granted, we have kind of some of them tight stop losses, some are in profit, and then some are, you know, 10, 15%. But granted, we're only in half of our investment, so it reduces our risk. It bounces, comes up, gets support off of the 9 SMA, continues up, and then here, I did another update. That's all right, it's coming up. More than likely, we're going to do a lower high. Once again, nobody knows. Let's see if I can bring that out for you. Here. Is it this one? Okay, so this was my thought process when it was right here. I said more than likely, you know, come up and then maybe make a lower high, then come down, break through this, get a bearish retest, and then watch out. So this was my thought process last night / early this morning, whenever time this was. And then my other plan was, okay, maybe it does break, go to the wick, get rejected, come down, and then because everybody's FOMOing, breaks above its newly created high. Now, of course, that did not play out, and this is why it's very important to understand that we're just dealing with probabilities. We really are. So let me see if I can catch up on the chat. Very good. All right, very nice. See here, Manuel says, are you doing 2 a day now, Mr. Joe? Yes, and then pretty soon it's gonna be more than that. My goal is to have people not get bamboozled by these people who dress very nice, very charismatic, very, you know, hyper and clapping all the time, because they're just as surprised as I am when their trades do well. I'm really trying my best to get newer traders to view my channel, and it can only be done with your help. You know, every time you smash the like, every time you watch my previous videos and put comments, several comments at that, and then smash the like, all that tells the algorithm, hey, this guy's got something. Let me see if I can maybe show his channel to maybe other people. And then of course they come in So it's literally a group effort on trying to save these people from getting bamboozled, you know, because they have echo chambers. You know, if you say anything bad, they ban you. Anything remotely bad, they ban you. It could be positive, but the person is so, I don't want to say egotistical or narcissistic, but most of the times those people that have echo chambers, they will ban you even if you're saying something positive, but they are so caught up in people being negative to them because they subconsciously or consciously know the fact that they're trash. So even though it's positive comment, they'll read it as a negative comment and then ban them as well. So my goal is to help people, and hopefully I'm helping you guys. Hopefully y'all are making money. Ooh-wee. Hopefully you're making money. All right, moving on. I'm moving on. But yeah, so I'm gonna be live here 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. The weekends, it's kind of iffy what times I'll do it. And then also Monday through Friday, starting next Monday, I'm going to be on Piper Academy, and that is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you're going to get a lot of possible setups. If not, then of course, just, you know, set your alerts here. Wait for this. So it's going to be pretty good. And then I might even do later on a 12 a.m. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be busy, guys. I get very little sleep during the bull market because, one, I'm making money and helping people make money. So I think the best feeling in the world is when you're helping other people. I really do. Like, it's just something about it. And I love helping people. I think that's why I'm broke, because like I see people just sitting down, and you know that they're homeless. And if I'm going to, you know, Taco Bell or wherever, get some food, I'll get another one. And there you go. Here you go, man. You hungry? Yeah. Here. Throw a few dollars in the bag as well. You know, a little surprise. But that's what I do. That's why I stay broke, you know. But monetarily, you know, could I have more money if I didn't give it all away? Yeah. But spiritually, emotionally, all that other fun stuff, man, I'm rich, man. And it's a good feeling when you help people. It really is. I love it. Did I post Piper? Yeah, I did. Okay. Moving on. Let's see here. Ramiro says, want a Bitcoin drop to 85. That would be great. Yeah, I agree. So let's look at this from a brand new perspective. So let's go and let's just hide all of this stuff. Let's right click. Let's create a group. Let's hide this. And let's just look at this from a clean slate. I like it a lot. I really do. I like it a lot. So let's go ahead and hide this bad boy as well. We'll leave all this stuff here. Let's go ahead and hide this. It's going to take out. Okay, just that. Good. Let's take this off as well. All right, so let's just look at this. Let's look at this on the weekly. On the weekly, can I hide that too? So that's one, and what else? Fair value gaps. Okay, so we'll definitely hide this. All right. So let's just look at this on the weekly. Let's just zoom out. On the weekly time frame, we're above the 9 SMA, very far away from it. We're above the 50 and above the 200 in sequential order, meaning the low to high, which is good. This is bullish, and we've been bullish since right here on the weekly time frame. Now price went up, came down, came up again. Of course, this was, you know, our high. Previously it was, you know, over here. This was back in 2021. Now if we were to, and this is why I love just kind of not deleting but just hiding everything. Let's go ahead and now hide our SMAs. That way we kind of just clean slate. If we were to put our magnet tool on, go to our ray tool, we can click it on the high of April 2021, and then also the high of November 2021. And we can see that it creates a trend line. And on this trend line, we can see that we did have a candle close underneath this, and hopefully we get a candle close above this level. So this, the more touches we have, the better it is. This could be an area of possible strong support. Now, do I think that that will happen? No. I think we will come down. Now, if we look at this, we can see that we have a very nice, if the candle closes, you know, if it goes above and not come down, this right here is a weekly fair value gap. And let's go ahead and adjust this due to trading views update, I guess. It messed up everything. So right here, we do have a weekly fair value gap that if the price closes above here in the next 4 days, we have a very high possibility that it might come down. That's one thing to think about. Anything else that we see on the weekly time frame? Okay, I see another trend line. So I draw boxes and trend lines all the time with my eyeballs. So let's do this one from here to here. Nope, don't like that one, from here to here. Okay, so here we have this. Now, of course, these extend indefinitely and throughout time. Like if you have this, let's go from this low part. We'll go to this. No, I like this one. Let's go to this low part to this high. Now you may think, okay, so you can just pick trend lines anywhere. Yes, there's no wrong way of doing this. Now, the higher likelihood of it gaining respect from a stronger trend line is wherever there's a major pivot. For example, this is a major pivot versus using this wick or candle. This is a major pivot or swing. Price went up, changed direction, came down. Same thing, you know, this one we could use too, but this one is stronger because this was, you know, where it changed the actual direction, went down, then went up. So this is kind of like internal. And what you could do, I just thought of this right now, you can have one color for your major swings or pivots, and then another color for your internal, oh, wrong one, your internal pivots. So we can go, let's say from here to here. And then this one we could do dots if you wanted to. So this would just say it's weaker. And then, hey, look at that. So we have it stopped here, a candle wick, candle body. And then over here, bunch of candle bodies, candle wicks, and that's it. But as time goes on, you'll see the price will respect this. And the more trend lines you have, I always make fun of everybody who has like all these lines everywhere. The more trend lines you have, the more you'll see, hey, it stopped here. Oh, and hey, it stopped here. But it could cross certain trend lines and then stop and then go to a certain trend line. So just kind of let you know. All right, moving on. If you have coins, guys, if you have coins, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. This is your 1 hour of free mentorship. I cannot stress that enough. You don't have to pay somebody $99 an hour to get the information that I can and will give to you for free. Save your money. Save your money. Now, of course, let's see here. If you do save your money or you're making money, definitely consider doing this right here. Become a family supporter. Now, I put in some new emojis. We have that emoji. We have this emoji. This is an oldie but goodie, oldie but goodie, oldie but goodie, oldie but goodie. This is Bitcoin to the moon. So it's a gold and the moon, a gold Bitcoin half, and then the moon. And then of course we have the Bitcoin bag. So we have this one as well. We do have a buy, and these are just cool to have, sell. And then of course the flag. So if you want to be a supporter, of course, you know, it's $2.99. If you want to become a believer, then of course it's this. You know, we do give you some video VIP chart setups. Now, granted, they're not when they happen. They may be a few minutes or maybe a couple hours later, just because, well, it's not an actual VIP membership. This is kind of like a starter kit. Then you have the Warrior in Training. Here we have more of the VIP chart setups that are given to you. And then also, we go live and all that fun stuff. Here's another way to support. This is on Patreon. Now, just know that on Patreon, you do have a free section. I cannot stress this enough. Join the Patreon. If you don't have to pay, do the free part. There's PDFs in there, there's videos in there, and I actually did an update on the market for the Patreons for free. So definitely do that. Or if you want to help support the channel with a little bit more, then here you go, $19. This is the VIP membership. And then of course you do have the lifetime membership. Now, if you're curious on the Black Friday sale and you want to get ahead of everybody else, send me a message. Send me a message on Telegram. Send me a message on Telegram and I will give you the VIP details for Black Friday. Now, let's see here. So that's that. Now, with this being said, let's go to the daily time frame. Look at the daily time frame, and once again, I like just kind of zooming out, seeing what we see. Now, we did have a major level right here. This was the previous all-time high, and I like doing this one for orange, or in orange, which was 73,974. This is a very key level. If the price comes down, I don't think it'll break below 73.94. We can just call it 73.8. The reason for that is because we had this. If the price comes down, this will now be support. We have all of this area of support, which is a little lower, not too much lower. So if anything, we might get a wick down here. We have, where it stops. So just underneath our levels. This one is pretty far underneath. Then it start doing this number before coming back up. So if the price does something like this, it's not going to go straight down. Then we will have possibly a bounce right around, I'm going to say anywhere between 76.4 and 73.8. Right around this level for a possible bounce. Hey, we got Army in the house. What's going on, Army? Appreciate you, man, for being here. I'm very, very happy you're here. And of course, I'm gonna be part of the Piper Academy. We mentioned this earlier at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Very happy to be a part of their alumni, really, and be one of the professors on there at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, starting this coming Monday. I'm very, very happy about that. See here, yeah, definitely, man. Thank you, appreciate you, Army, appreciate you. So it's gonna be really, really good. All right. And then of course I do Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. And I really do like this time because afterwards I can do a bunch of stuff. Before I can do a bunch of stuff. I really do like it. Let's see here. Now this is still an area, and it's just level by level, guys. I can't stress that enough. Level by level. And all we're doing is we're seeing what the market makers and the retail are doing. Yes, we are part of the retail, but we're seeing what they are doing right now in reference to possibly either, creating more FOMO, which that's what they're doing right now. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now we're really zooming in, and notice we're not looking at any indicators. We're just looking at the price action. Right now, price went up all this way. Good Lord. You would think that it's going to pull back. It's going to pull back. It's going to pull back. Bull run, FOMO city, all the way up here. Then it started retracing, and a good area for it to retrace to would have been down here. It didn't do it. Would have been down here. It didn't do it. It continued going up, making another all-time high. And then now continuing going up. When it comes down, I do think that it'll come down really nicely, and we just have to wait. So a lot of people right now, they're getting liquidated longs and shorts because once it broke this level, oh, we're going to the moon. And then as soon as it starts going up, people start FOMOing in, maybe doing high leverage, and then sure enough, red candle. Now we're looking for, and of course all this is posted in the VIP group, we're looking for a possible bounce off of this level, or maybe even coming down. And then if it does come down, I would really hope that it comes down and makes a lower low, to because we need this. We need this reset. We need for the markets to cool down, because right now they're still bullish. Oh my gosh. Now, even with Bitcoin doing what it's doing, this, in my opinion, is the hard. And matter of fact, I believe one of the members in the VIP group mentioned this, that right now it's really hard to trade. Really hard. And it is. Now, you may say, oh man, this other influencer that I watch, or this other YouTuber that I watch, they say it's really easy right now. Well, I wonder how many charts they're posting, because it isn't easy right now. Right now, you have the thought process of a retracement happening, which is very likely, but then you also have the FOMO continuing. FOMO is very, very powerful. And this is one thing that I must stress to everybody. You know, right now, have your stop losses, especially, I always say stop losses, but have your stop losses. And then if you see Bitcoin coming down, breaking levels, you know, your level 1, 2, 3, if you have that many levels, move up your stop loss. You know, let's just say you get stopped out at -4% and then it goes. You can still re-enter. You know, we don't know what's going to happen until after the fact. And that's really important. I must stress that. Oh my gosh, there's so many people that, this is what I would have done at this time, but because they see what already happened, they look for excuses on why they would have, you know, done it that way. Nobody knows. So in my opinion, move your stop loss, protect your portfolio, and then when it breaks that certain level, you re-enter. And now it does great. And let's say if it would have went the other way, your stop loss would have gotten hit 15, 20%, whatever you have yours at. And then now you're out all that money. All right, I'm moving on. Let's see here. See, Romeo says, not Corona, it's setups. Don't know what that means, Romeo. Let's see here. 65 says, Conrad K65 says, this is exactly 2020. I keep getting freaked out and miss out on half the moves up. Yeah, so Conrad made a very, very good point. And I actually mentioned this earlier too, in reference to expecting a pullback. Expecting a pullback gives you a bias. Gives you a bias on, oh, I'm not entering now. It broke this level, but it should come down. Now, of course, in the VIP group, I think we're in 5 trades at the moment. We got stopped out on 1 or 2 of them last night due to Bitcoin going up and down, and us moving our stop loss super, super tight, because again, we're protecting our money. What I recommend to everybody is scale into trades. And Conrad, if you have a coin you want me to do, let me know. We'll look at it together. My goal is to make money with you. Very important. So this is why I love this. This is the true secret on why I share all of my tips and tricks and secrets and everything else, is because, you know, there are times where people will tell me coin and I might not have looked at it today, or, you know, this past week I'm concentrating on different sectors, whether it's AI or DeFi or what have you, memes, and I might not have looked at that particular coin. And we bring it up, we look at it, it's like, oh wow, man, this one's ready. And then I give it as a setup for the VIP, and I also set it up for YouTube. So with that being said, scale into trades, reduce your risk, have a stop loss, etc., etc. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some coins. Oh yeah, did we finish Bitcoin? For Bitcoin right now, would I go long on Bitcoin? No. But it could go up. Yeah, sure. If I did go long, it would be a very short leverage, very 3x, 2x, something like that. I wouldn't do a 10x. Let's just see. From here. So if I did a 10x, this is the movement that it would need to make for me to get liquidated. Right here. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking I trade higher leverage sometimes. That would be like a 97x leverage or 88 leverage. All right, moving on. This right here would mean you lose 10%. Now, if you had 10x leverage, and let's say you go all the way down here, well, that means you're willing to lose 60%. It's too much. You know, could you have lower entries? Yeah, you could. It's just too, like, we need more structure. Now, if we had more structure, for example, let's say it did this number, then this number, then this number, then this number. Okay, now we can see it was doing an uptrend. Then it started doing a downtrend. Then it started consolidating. Now it's starting to go back up. It broke this level. We put 50% in here. Broke this level. We put 50% in here. This is a safer entry versus doing right now at all-time highs. So that's my thought process. Okay, moving on. So let us look at some coins. Let's do YouTube layout. That way I don't show people certain things. Okay, so let's go here and let's do this. Let's go to open a list. Let's go to YouTube rapid fire. For YouTube rapid fire, let's go ahead and go to the very bottom. I do like knots. I really do. On this setup that we did some time ago, we would not have gotten stopped out, but we have a very, oh no, wait, we wouldn't have entered the trade. No, we probably would have. Let's go 4-hour time frame. Okay. So let me give you all some information. So the way I do trade setups, it's very, very safe. Not only that, but there's rules that go with the setups. And again, what I'm doing is I'm giving you all the tips and tricks. That way you can make money, guys. Price action, more than likely, was, I don't know, somewhere around here, maybe when we were looking at it. And this is the, no, it was here. And, you know, it's very difficult to remember what I did on this as far as when I saw it. But the point is, this was our high. This is the level it needed to break. 4-hour candle must close above this level. Now, price came down beautifully, came up, and then it broke the level, but look at this wick though. Now our alert would have been set off. We would have looked at this coin. We're looking for a candle close to close above this level, but due to this wick, I would have waited for the next candle. Next candle goes, and it's right here. Would I have entered? Yes. Even though it closed underneath it, I would enter. So my actual entry, let's go here. My actual entry would be right here on this candle body close right here, on this candle, this red one. With the anticipation that more than likely it's going to come down and bounce again like it did. It broke out here, and of course we have, look at all these bounces right here. And not only that, but price action came down and kind of bounced here, you know, had some buying pressure here. So this tells me that more than likely, enter here, 50%. We might get a bounce here based off of the previous price action, but if nothing else, these wicks will hopefully save us if it does come lower. So then what I would do is I would have a lower entry down here, trying to catch the bottom. Could it come down all the way? 100%. But I'm still reducing my risk by entering 50% here, 50% here, just thinking that, okay, this looks like it might be in a range. Here's our high, here's our low, here's our mid-range, mid-level. And then this one, I just happened to get lucky. Well, I wouldn't call it luck because I see the range and I see the previous price action, previous support. I'd be in the trade coming up, coming down, coming up, doing good, making a higher high, also a higher low, and then breaks this level. Oh crap. I'm not gonna sell, I'm not gonna panic. What I'm doing is I'm reassessing my thought process. Okay, we have this high, we have this lower high, but then we made a higher high, which is good, but we broke this level. We have all this buying pressure down here. I'm not going to sell 50% right now because, well, it's really close. And not only that, but we have a really good possibility that we may bounce right in this level. If not, I get stopped out. Now, one thing that I would hate, well, I would not like for everybody to do is like, oh, it's coming down, and let me just sell all of it. And now you're at a loss. Where would we have entered? The first one was up here. You're at a loss of around 11%. And then that's 11% on one of them. And then we entered down here, and try this again. So from here to here, about 3%. Okay. Now, with that, do I think that the price action could bounce? I do. But if you sold right now, you're realizing your loss, because at this moment, it's an unrealized loss to where if it goes up, well, you're in profit. But if you sell it right now, you are definitely losing that amount of money. And right here, I do think that we have a chance for it to bounce. And I really do like this one. I really do. Let's see here, guys. Thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are great. Any coins, guys? Any coins that you want me to do right now? The memes aren't doing so hot. You know, they had their run. They're cooling off right now. We have Myro coming down. We have BOME coming down. We have Flowkey coming down. Not as bad though. This was a YouTube setup. I do think that it's going to come down here to our buying, our buy zone. Now, granted, on YouTube, we did this setup and the price action was coming down. And this setup was, you know, you enter 50% right now, current price. And then the 4-hour candle must close in this zone for you to enter again. Sure enough, we would have entered, you know, around this level. It is coming down and almost going to our zone. So I do think that this one potentially could come down here and then start coming up if and only if Bitcoin lets us play. Because if Bitcoin dumps, it will definitely take the market. One thing I do want to check. Let's see here. I'm just making sure that the chat is working. Let me check. Yeah, chat's working. Okay. So one thing I do want to check is I want to check the markets. Let's go to the markets and let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is killing it. Absolutely killing it. So let's go to the daily time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame and let's just look at all this. I would love for Bitcoin dominance to reach up to 70. Do I think it's going to go that high? Probably not. I mean, we're looking at maybe 64, 65% of the entire market. But man, can you imagine 70% dominance? Now, granted, when this happens, or if this happens, the crypto alts will come down and come down. Well, since we're bullish, let me rephrase that. Since we're bullish, just so everything changes with the markets. Since we're bullish right now, people are going to be entering Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does well, the alts do well. So we could see alts and Bitcoin doing well, but Bitcoin dominance doing better than the altcoin dominance. And we might see, let's bring this up. So let's do this level. Yeah, we'll leave it orange to this level. So between 70 and 73 would be, in my opinion, the absolute high for dominance. Now, we are already reaching or surpassed this level. This was our previous low. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, in December 2021, Bitcoin dominance was very high. A year later, we had our top of the bull run, which was right in this area. And you can see Bitcoin dominance coming down, then coming down. This is when alts were kicking butt. March 2021, remember that? Where you just enter a coin and then wait a week, it's up 40, 50, 80%. Yeah. Some were up 1,200%. Yeah. And then down. Then it started coming up a little bit, come down, coming up, and then This is when the people that were at the bus stop, the people that were in the shopping malls, the people that were getting, you know, your coffee with you. These are when there's a, hey man, have you heard about that DOGE? Or have you heard about that DOGE? I used to call it DOGE. Have you heard about that Dogecoin? Dogecoin? Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, like how do you get into that Doge? And that's when you need to get out. People tell me that, never listened. This time, better believe it, I'm listening. All right, so here we go. We have Bitcoin dominance up at 61.05%. Do I think it'll go higher? Yes, indeed. I think possibly as high as 65.5. Kind of mentioned that number before. This is where I think it might go to before it starts coming down. And then get ready, guys. Get ready. We're going to make so much money. Not financial advice. Entertainment purposes only. We're going to make so much money. Bitcoin dominance is going to come down. We have a lot of retail coming in. We have a lot of news about Bitcoin, about all-time highs, about just crypto in general, all these ETFs, everything's just gonna blow up. We're gonna make crazy money. Now the question is, are you ready? Are you ready for this? If you're not, join my group. You will learn faster, the VIP group. If not, well then watch me every single day and I will show you. Take a little bit longer, but I'll show you all the tips and tricks. So one thing that I do want to do is put, I believe, this. Can I put that? Yep. And then also, I think this one is another one. And then of course, man, I'm just spamming the chat. So of course, you know, if you are making money and you're feeling generous, here is the absolute best way to tip. Just pin that to the YouTube channel. If you do that, of course, a funny little animation pops up. If Patreon, get free content. Like I'm gonna make you money. Not financial advice. All right, moving on. Let's see here. We do have, let's look at the stock market. ES1 exclamation point. We are going to get to, let's see here. There was a request for APT. We are definitely going to do that one. 631. We will definitely do that. I do like that one for sure. I like that one. ACH. I like that one as well. For the ES1 exclamation point, this was the high that it needed to break. Now we need to maintain support above 56.64. This is the stock market. Right now, stock market is just booming. I mean, it's having very tiny retraces, but it's just going. Let's see here. USDT dominance. What? I forgot what I was drawing here. Maybe you can buy a new house when this is coming down all the way. I don't remember what I was saying. I don't even know. Let's get rid of all this mumbo jumbo. 44 drawings down the drain. So we do have some support right here. You can see it's pretty strong support. Is it right here? And hopefully, you know, it breaks this level coming down. This is USDT dominance. This is basically people on the sidelines. This is people who are cashing out of crypto, putting it in their banks, or people now entering trades. And right now, this is coming down pretty hard. And this is what we want to see. We want to see people in trades because you can only sell to someone who's buying. You can only buy to someone who's selling. So this is what we want. We don't want this up here. We don't want people on the sidelines. We want people in the game. All right. This is the dollar index. This is the strength of the dollar. If this goes up, normally the stock market goes down. Normally crypto goes down. But there are times where this will go up and everything else goes up as well. But this is what we were looking for. And this will be so great. This is going to happen too. All right, moving on. Let's do some ABT, USDT. Let's go to MEXC. Let's go to MEXC. And let's see what we're looking at. This was a long time ago. And we're, you know, these are all our things, you know. Let's just delete all this. Oh, wait, let's go to the daily time frame. This was our buy zone. It entered our buy zone twice, here and here. Now, here's the key factor. This is why I want to show you this. Patience. Patience is going to pay off. Patience is going to pay off so much. And the longer you hold these trades, the longer you see a setup, put your buys super low, and who knows, it may take a couple days, couple weeks, maybe a couple months before it hits those levels, if it hits them. But I'm pretty sure that when it does, and if it does, as soon as it bounces back up, you're in very, very nice profits rather than waiting for your setup. Let's see here. We got Clay the Great in the house. What's up, my man? Appreciate you. Oh, clicking on the wrong one. Let's see here. Clay the Great says, smash the like. Yes, guys, definitely do that. Let's see here. We're going to look at waves as well. Yes, that's going to be our next one. And again, guys, if you have any questions trading related, whether it's indicators or patterns or anything, let me know. Let me know. So waves will be the next one. We got Mark in the house. Bingo Bango. Yes, definitely like and subscribe. Jesse, what's up, my man? What's up? All right. So looking at APT, let's delete everything. 49 drawings down the drain. Down the drain. Looking at APT on the daily. Now, what I recommend, if your coin is not moving, don't worry. It will. Oh my gosh, it will. Just be patient. Be patient. So here we had a few opportunities. Now it's very easy. Oh my gosh, it's so easy in hindsight. Oh, this is what I would have done. This is what you should have done. Really? What about what should I do now? What are the indicators saying right now at this moment versus what they already said, indicators, or what the pattern already did because it played out? Because when you're in the actual moment, when you're in the actual move, the pattern doesn't have to play out. The indicator does not have to continue printing bullish or bearish. It can change depending on the price action. And that's one thing that I love doing, is I love showing you what I would have done and what I will do in the actual moment of the trade. That's the tricky part, because anybody can say, look guys, we have a, let me take this off. Look guys, we have a shoulder, a head and a shoulder, and then look at the move. Anybody can do that. Look guys, we have a cup and we have a handle, which is really ugly. Anybody can do that. Look guys, we have a, what else can we do here? We have a falling channel. Anybody can do that. Look guys, we have a bull flag. Anybody can do that after the fact. But when you're in the moment, that's when it counts. That's what I show you guys. This is what I show you. All right. Let's see here. Jesse says a 12.95% ADA for the win. Very nice. Very nice. So ABT on the daily time frame, we are in an actual zone at the moment. The zone that we're in is this right here. This is our actual zone. Now let's look for levels. So this is a level. We can do this level up here. It's on the daily time frame, and of course we do have our fair. Ooh, look at that, man. Very nice level with this wick and then this kind of bodies. Let's go. Oh yeah, let me put on the indicators. Yes, definitely marky mark. Take profits. Take profits. Because it's not gains until you set at least 50%, 20%, something, anything. All right. So here, no divergence. RSI cooling off. The volume started calming down, then started going up. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Beautiful, man. This is very nice range. Look at this really nice range. You have your range high, your range low, your mid range. Just absolutely nice, man. All right. Let's see here. What else? Any divergence? So we have bullish divergence, but it already played out, and I'll show that to you. So depending on who your mentor is, some mentors will consider this one hump, I call them humps, one hump, and this is the other hump. I look at the humps within the hump. So we have this hump, we have this hump, we have this hump, and then we have this one starting. So right now, this hump is lower than this hump. So this hump is a low, then this is actually lower. So there's divergence, but it played out already. Could it continue going up? Sure, of course, but in my opinion, this already played out. All right, we got 100 air in the house. What is up? See, Jesse says, I won't get liquidated. So that means no stop loss and no take profits. Just gonna let it ride. We're expecting a pullback, give you a heads up. And especially if it runs up. But lessons will be made. Lessons will be made. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Looking good. 1 hour. We can see nice pullback. I don't see anything on the 1 hour, and I'm looking for divergence. I'm looking for just the momentum of the trade. Let's go ahead and make this go away. Okay, so now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I like trading on the 1 hour, depending on what, you know, market cap and price action, everything else. So here we can see we have a few different levels. See, Jesse says 133% all-time high profit and loss. So basically he's saying, I know what I'm doing, stop giving me advice. Hey, it's all good. Make that money, man. Make that money. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Let's see here. My P&L is negative $17 million. Yep. 17 million. All right, moving on. So I want to show this to you. This is my high. And I'm going to go with, I'll go with this. So I'm actually going to adjust this. Where's the middle part? Adjust that right there. Well, let me get rid of this one. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at. And then I have this. Jesse says, no, I love advice. That way I can prove you wrong. Jesse, come on, man. Thought we were friends. Messing with Jesse. Messing with. Let's see here. So this would be my mid-range. Actually, we can bring it back here. So we have our range high, our range low, or mid-range. It did break below the mid-range, so this is good. This is in the discount area that you want to buy. Buying up here, that's a premium. This is when it's, you know, very, very high. Nobody wants to buy when it's high. Everybody wants to buy at a discount. 30% discount, 50% discount. You know, Black Friday discount. So I'll give you all a heads up. Yes, yes indeed. All right. Now, one thing that I like doing is I like doing the fib retracement tool. I go from the absolute low to the high. It did come down to the 38.382, which is 38%. This is where most coins normally bounce from. This one said, nope, not today. Came down to the golden pocket. Right here is where normally coins bounce from. And this one was saying, nope, not today. Then, of course, what we're doing now is we're looking for lower levels. It's coming down to the 78% mark, which is nice. Now, with that being said, we have to look at the market. You know, this could be a perfect setup. Inverse cup and handle, could be an inverse head and shoulders, it could be a cup and handle. I was thinking inverse and then the head and shoulders and then put cup and handle in it. It could be a cup and handle, inverse head and shoulders, Adam and Eve, you know, any bullish pattern you have. It could be bullish divergence. It could be bullish divergence on the daily, weekly, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, all those time frames. It could have increasing volume coming in. It could be absolutely the ideal trade. But if Bitcoin pulls back, there's a very, I'm gonna say 87% chance, again, this is just number I'm throwing out of my brain, nothing to back it up, 87% chance that even though your perfect setup is perfect, there's a 87% chance it could come down and get stopped out. So you have to take the market into account as well. Now, with that being said, do I like this trade? Yes. This one is a larger market cap coin, not crazy big. You know, it's a 6.29 billion. Joe, I thought you said it wasn't, you know, huge. It not compared to what we're gonna see. Of course, this is a layer one. You can have staking. Let's see here. What else? That's it. Everything else is pretty much boring. So these are the tags. Layer one, staking, smart contract, boring. Boring as far as, you know, not saying AI or DPen or any other buzzwords. So that's that. Now, could we enter now? Sure. Higher risk though. You know, it's always best to wait for something like this to happen, where it comes down, comes up, comes down some more, and then comes up, and now it's actually breaking a pivot. Right now, this is just straight down. Now, if you go to a lower time frame, let's say a 15-minute, you know, you could enter above this break, but it's really high up. Go to a 5-minute. You could enter on this break. It's still kind of high up though. So what are we doing? We're actually doing top-down analysis. You know, we started with the daily, went to the 4-hour or 6-hour really, then the 4-hour, then the 1 hour, then going down. And what we could do is, if the price and when the price breaks this level, we can enter the trade. If this creates something like this, and then it finally breaks the level, then we enter. Now, granted, do we see anything on the 1 hour? I'm looking for, we have a very tiny fair value gap down here, very tiny. Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, the area where candle 3 and candle 1 do not interact, that is the gap. So this would be the gap. So we do, let's just mark it out. So let's make sure our magnitude is on. So the top of candle 1, the bottom of candle 2, and can I grab this with, no, I can't do it. Not extending my chart. Good Lord. All right. So this is our 1 hour fair value gap. And make sure to change this because trading view, oh, nope, trading view, updated, and come on, really? There's a bug in their system. That's what it is. Okay. So price action could potentially come down here to this 1 hour fair value gap. And let's go back to the 5-minute time frame. And that just happens to be just pure luck. The area that I think that it's going to go. Now, could I say this is skill? Nope, this is luck. Just where, you know, I'm looking to the left where it might come down to, and then possibly break up, which would be the break of this level. You know, look at this, how it came and then stopped, came up. So same thing. Now, here's the trick whenever you're entering coins. You know, you want to go on a smaller time frame and you want to look at the break. So let's say it stopped coming down and it went up. Could you enter right now? Yes. However, it's higher risk because it can continue coming down. If you're trading with leverage, this little 4% move, 3% move, whatever it is, it's a lot, depending on your leverage. If you're not trading leverage, 3%, what is that? Trading with $100, that's $3. You know, trading with 1,000, 10,000, you know, do the math. 3% is nothing. Now, once this breaks this level, let's say it did this number and it's doing this And you don't want to enter right now because it can continue coming down. But if it's doing this and then it finally breaks this level, now you can enter. It had a really nice retrace, and I do like it. But and it's, in my opinion, this I really do like it. But the only problem is Bitcoin. You know, is Bitcoin going to find support here? If it finds support here, that APT trade will do very nice. If it breaks below, then breaks below our trend lines and everything else, stopped out. Right now is a really difficult time to enter. Now, for me personally, I would love to see a trade, and you know, these are the trades that I put in the VIP, something that is safer. So if I see something like this, and then it broke out of this level, this is much safer to enter than something that already pumped and then now is doing this number, because people already bought down here and they see it coming down. They're taking their profits, and this could continue coming down. So here, you know, this is okay. You know, everybody sees that this are highs and it's breaking this level, and this hasn't moved. This hasn't done this move yet. This is what they're expecting because all the other coins have. This is a safer trade, and this is the type of trades that I post in the VIP. You know, I post some higher risk trades, but normally I do these because, again, I know that it's dangerous right now. Okay, moving on. Hopefully you like that analogy on that. I know I spent a lot of time on that one. Next one is waves. Good Lord, man, I talk too much. We're already over time. Crap. So let's go ahead and do these. So this is MEXC. So this is kind of what I was talking about, you know, where it came down, did this number. What is the market cap on waves? So right now I'm looking for the market cap on waves. 176 million. What happened? This used to be huge. Waves, sand, all the ocean ones, ocean. So let's just copy this. Copy. Let's go, and so for waves, it is staking. Let me see if they've updated their anything. Do they have AI? Nope, same mumbo jumbo. So this is their tags. So let's go ahead and delete everything. Remove the 25 drawings. It's not looking strong. Could this make massive gains? Sure, like any of them can. You just need marketing. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing boxes. Way up here, dump city, no problem. All the coins dump. Got it, no biggie. Came up, came down, no biggie. Start running up like all the other coins. Good. This is a good sign. Came down, came up. Very nice. All the other coins were doing this as well. And then, of course, the coins about 85% on average. But since this is a lower market cap coin, we'll just say 90. This one went down to, okay, about 85. Right now it's down 68. Not bad. My question is, are they doing anything? You know, do you need FA, fundamental analysis, to help your TA? Sometimes. So this is a very low market cap. Let's go to the daily time frame. Now let's go ahead and extend this out. Let's just see what we have. Of course, you know, we have this low volume node. I don't need an indicator to tell me that's a low volume node because I can see it. There's no ups and downs. It went straight down. Same thing with it going straight up. Low volume node right there. Let's see here. Let's put on our magnet tool. Let's do our support line. Now, let's see here. This is from a long time ago. I think what I'll use is a fib retracement. So I won't use those lows. Okay. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and pull the fib retracement. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so where am I going to pull it from? I'll do it from this high to this low. Sounds good to me. So from this high to this low. And then what I'm going to do, since I'm going this way, I'll actually flip it. So reverse. So I have levels up top. Okay, so now what I'm doing, even though this looks really, really busy, what I'm doing is I'm looking where it gains support. Okay, no divergence. It's kind of, for the RSI, it's overbought, but this just means that it's doing well. That's all that means. It doesn't mean to sell. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, that we do have bearish divergence on the histogram. This is higher than this. This is lower than this. So this is telling me that we might pull back, maybe to around this level. So one thing that I want to share, and I kind of knew, and that's the reason I looked for the market cap in the very beginning, was because I could tell by the candle bodies. The candle bodies, they tell me a story. The candle bodies tell me nobody's interested in this coin. The candle bodies tell me that, bots are buying and selling just to keep activity on the exchanges so that they don't get delisted. The wicks tell me that when, people are buying in, people are selling really quick. Look at how small these candle bodies are. Could this make you money? Yes, 100%. I must stress that. Can it make you money? 100%. Would I enter this trade though? Low market cap coin. One hour. We have bullish divergence on the 1 hour. We have a low, we have a lower low. We have a low and we have a higher low. Now, granted, this is possible bullish divergence because if the price continues coming down, well, then this will match up. We got Al in the house. Al says, sell, 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 sell. Not financial advice. Retro Mike, you are a beast, man. Retro Mike with a membership gift. Thank you, Retro Mike. You're an absolute beast, man. Appreciate you. All right, what else we got? Let's see, go 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Looking at, so in my opinion, so now we're in the smaller time frame. We can see it went up, came down, up, down, up, down, up. I think it's gonna come down. Me personally, I would not be entering this trade. This would be like a $50 I throw into it, maybe 100, and just no leverage, and just wait 8 months. Hopefully that $50 turns into 500. That's pretty much where I'm at with this coin. Market cap, not there. Price action, not there. Candle bodies, not there. People interested in this coin at the moment, not there. Trading volume, very, very low. So let's actually look at the trading volume for the last 24 hours. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you all this thought process when it comes to possibly entering a trade. Somebody shills a coin or what have you. Like, I'm showing you how to DYOR, do your own research. One way is coming over here, type it in wave, and then, in 2017, nice. 2021, it surpassed its previous run up, which is great. Here, 2022. Now, granted, don't get this mixed up, because this right here is really nice, but if you take into consideration the market cap, it didn't take a lot of money to move this coin. So you have to keep that in mind. Then it came down, and in December 2023, we had our run up. March 2024, we had our run up. So what I do is I look to see if they also did the same. Here's going down here, little tiny movement. Now granted, remember, market cap, tiny. You would think that this would be up a whole bunch if they're doing marketing, if they have a strong community. Community is everything. Let's see here. Tenno says, thanks, Joe. Just saw it was an older chart that was not pumped. Yeah. So just because they're not pumped, I mean, that could be a strategy that you have. But if I was going to use that strategy, again, $50, $100, not financial advice, sit on it 8 months, 12 months, and then hopefully it turns into 500. But based on everything, trading volume, 24 hours, Bybit has 7.8 million, and then Upbit 10.10 million, then KuCoin 884,000. See, BingX 266,000, MEXC 325,000. So these are things that you must look at. Now, granted, you're not in this coin. You just thought, okay, let me look at it because it hasn't pumped yet. But these are also other factors. So for a trade, not so much. Investment, throw money in there, hope and trade. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right. Moving on. Moving on. Very nice. I'm loving the questions, guys. I'm loving the questions. Let's see here. Okay, so we did Wave. I believe here. See, Cardano decouples from altcoin pack, nearly matching its 8-month high. Let's look at Cardano really quick. We're already over our time frame, but I do want to look at this one really quick. MEXC, do we have a lot of history on MEXC? Okay, enough. So very nice. So this was 2024. Let's go to a weekly time frame. Absolutely just killed it. Could it continue? Yeah, sure. Why not? 4-hour time frame. For me personally, I don't like getting into coins that are like this, that already moved, because I'm buying at possibly its high before it retraces 30, 40%, because people made a couple 100%. How much did they make? Let's just go with the break of this level right here. Made 100%. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind it coming down to maybe here, 30%. Break this little zone, come down into this area, nice bounce, and then you buy it 30% cheaper. Or if you have the investor mindset, you buy it now in case it continues going up, likely it will. And then of course you have a lower bid down here so that hopefully you can get this at a discount price. So yeah. Let's see here. Going down the list. Doge went down 4.8% last 3 hours. Yeah. So Doge, I'm watching Doge like a hawk, and we are not in it for the VIP. We're not in it. We were in it. We did this really nice run up. Man. But this, in my opinion, is a great long-term hold. Now let's break this down. When should we enter? Well, right now we can see that we have a nice range. So we'll do this part right here to this part right here. This is our nice range. We also have a mid-level. Our mid-level, so we have our range high, our range low, our mid-range. This is what we're looking at. Anywhere under here, we want to buy. Anywhere up here, we don't want to buy in case it continues trading in this range. Do I think that this will come down 30%? I hope it does. I don't think it will though. Why? Well, for one, Elon Musk, White House, Department of Government Efficiency, and he giggles every time he says, "You mean Doge?" Do I think that it'll come down to 40%? No way. You know, come down in here into this gap. You know, this area right here. Nope, don't think so. Do I think that it might come down to possibly this area? This will be a nice retracement. You know, we have this nice level. So let's go and make sure our magnet tool is on. We have this really nice level. Let's change this color to yellow. We have this really nice level right in here. So do I think it'll retrace down to this area? Sure. This will be great. Great if it does. Now, if you're looking for a trade, what you might want to do is possibly have a bid. So my blues are my buys. A bid right here. Again, not financial advice. However, I would have a very tight stop loss. This is kind of playing a little bit risky. I'd have my stop loss at around 6%, and this would be my stop loss. And the reason for that is just in case it continues coming down, I'm protected. But if it does go up, well then guess what? I have a pretty nice spot on entry. And then now you can brag to all your friends, I bought the bottom. Man, so story time. If you have the emoji for story time, put that in the chat. If you have the emoji for story time, put that in the chat. That's the pillow talk. That's the pillow with the talk on there. Now, there are so many talented people out there. So many talented people who do crypto and have YouTube channels. And there are some that are trash. Man, really horrible trash. Then you have some that are really great or very good, but they are so full of themselves. They have egos like crazy. I'm surprised they're able to get out of their house, out of their door, their front door, with their head being so big, you know, because they made a good trade or they made a good call, or that coin that they were talking about 5 months ago is doing well, or their trades that they've been talking about on their channel, you know, 8, 12, 22 coins on their channel, their live streams, and then 20 charts a day on their Telegram or Discord or where they have, and you know they're making gains and gains and gains. Like, yes, but look how many charts you're posting. Like, that's not, in my opinion, nothing to brag about. Not only that, but you have one chart with 3 different setups. In my opinion, nothing to brag about. Now, if you post enter now, move, stop loss here, give very specific entries. To me, I think that's something to brag about. Now, do I brag about it? Nope, sure don't. Because we're working on probabilities. And there's this one particular person, I'm still subscribed to them. I'm still in their paid membership course. And this guy is so full of himself. Talking trash to people on Twitter, you know, oh, all you bears are, you know, you're, you know, F you and this, that's like, whoa, man, calm down. I told you, bear, and he was a bear. And then if it goes the other way, then of course he talks trash to the other people. People need to eat humble pie. They really, really do. Now, if you're good, great. Let other people talk about you. All right, that's all I gotta say about that. All right, moving on. So this is what I'll say here. You know, this right here would be a really nice entry. It's, you know, hopefully it bounces. I would recommend, of course, going to a lower time frame, 15-minute 15-minute time frame perhaps. And then let's say here, you know, we wanted to break above this level. Let's say, okay, let's say here. Let's say, let's do the replay. let's say, Joe, you're overtime. I know. Let's say we're looking at this trade to enter. Would I enter right now? No, because it can continue coming down. What I might do, I would enter, and of course this is, you know, things are getting bullish, everything's looking great. I would enter 50% here, and then my other 50% right here. So let's see what happens. I should have just, you know, did whatever. So here, I'm in the trade, 50%. Comes up, comes down, no problem, came up, boom, I'm in 50% again, comes down, stop loss would be underneath this area. I get stopped out. I would have been stopped out. So I would have entered here, stop loss, 5%. 2x leverage, maybe 3x leverage, 12%. I would have lost. And this is what I show you. I show my wins, I show my losses. And this is based off of my trading, what I do, versus looking at different time frames. Oh no, I wouldn't have entered here because as it went down, really? Anyway, this is what I would have done. I would have entered here, I would have entered here, based off of this. It looked like it was going up, and then the market just changed. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I think we're done, guys. I think we're done. Put a 1 in the chat if you're still here. Put a 1 in the chat if you're here. Put a, if you haven't already, please do the thumbs up. Please do the thumbs up. Crypto Chef says, that's why Bitcoin and ADA are king and queen. Communities are second to none. Yeah. The Charles, he has a great community. Absolutely great. Great community. ADA will get pullbacks, but not until over $1, in my opinion. Oh, okay. Nice. Very nice. Let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see here. Clay the Great says they sniff their own farts. Probably do. Al says, you better not be talking about me. I'll create a channel and block you. Yes, the blocks. Let's see here. What's wrong with that? Humble pie. I prefer apple pie or cream pie. Mark, I'm pretty sure you prefer cream pie over apple. Pretty sure of that. Let's see here. Mark says, Clay, I'd even drink. Oh my gosh. See here. I think I need to proofread these before I put them on here. See here. Very good. All right. See y'all later. Thanks for the stream. You got it, guys. So tomorrow we'll be back at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today we went a little over, but it's fun. I really do appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, smash the like, and we'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, as always, let's make this money. Take care. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And remember, you are my favorite. Yes, you, not the one behind you. You are my favorite.